If you're a Christian facing your challenges of balancing your faith and values whilst navigating through the creative space, this video is for you. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Justus channel. My name is Justin, and in today's video I want to share my honest thoughts about what it's really like to be a Christian in the creative world, how I balance it all, stay true to my beliefs, and unapologetically celebrate my faith through my art. When I started my custom embroidery business, I thought that the hardest part would be to master the craft or growing a customer base. But what I didn't expect was the tug of war within myself, something that I still face today. How do I stay true to my Christian faith in an industry that's oftentimes tied to trends and what's popular? And now as a content creator, how do I create videos or art that appeals to the wider audience without compromising my values? You ready? Let's talk about it. For me, faith is at the center of everything that I do. My creativity flows through that. When I'm designing an embroidery piece for a latest collection or a custom order for a specific client, I always remind myself that my gift is from God. It's a way to glorify Him and inspire others to get to know Him as well. So why are all of my collections based around my faith? Well, there's something deeply meaningful about creating faith-based art. When I stitch a cross or a scripted verse, I'm not just making a product. I'm creating something that could potentially uplift somebody or encourage someone through their faith journey. So for example, one of my most popular pieces are actually a design of a large hand walking alongside a person, and this was called Never Walk Alone. Shout out to all my Liverpool fans. This is for a collection that I dropped back in 2023, and a customer once told me that this became a daily reminder for them to trust that God is always with them and walking with them in their journey in life, no matter how tough the season. That's why I do this, to create work that matters. But even in my custom pieces, I carry the same values: care, excellence, and love. My faith influences everything, even if it's not immediately obvious in the design. One thing I've been trying to do more is to balance work, business, faith, and content creation. I'm still on that journey and I'm still learning along the way. Because let's be honest, being a full-time employee, running a business, and now embarking on this YouTube journey has been a juggling act. As an architectural employee, I am always looking to help my practice in any way I can to ensure that the project goes smoothly. As a business owner, I'm always thinking about how I can reach more people and grow my brand. As a content creator, I'm focusing on making videos that are helpful and engaging. And lastly, as a Christian, I'm constantly asking myself, how can I honor God in all of this? Let me share a little bit about my daily routine. My day always starts with prayer and devotion. I thank God for the great things that He's done for me, and I thank God for all that He's going to do throughout the day. As I take a 20-minute walk from my home to my 9 to 5 in architecture, it's a way of grounding myself before the start of the day. Then once I reach the office, my mind is locked in and I'm ready to dive into the work. And that's usually how my day goes, honoring the 9 to 5 and then going home to create embroidery designs, packing orders, filming, YouTube videos, editing, and all that shebang. As a business owner, I've learned to create products that appeal to different audiences, because not everyone who orders my custom embroidery shares the same faith. And that's okay. I never hide my Christian work. It's all over my Instagram page, it's on this video that I'm talking to you right now, yet it doesn't seem like it affects my clients when they inquire, as I think my portfolio of all of my previous works is proof of my capabilities and my workmanship. One of the hardest parts about being a Christian in the creative world is staying true to your faith when it feels like your industry is pulling you towards the other direction. There's pressure to follow what's popular or trends instead of creating what's meaningful to you. I've had people question my Christian themed embroidery drops and asked if they would even sell, or tell me that my faith-based designs are too niche. At first, I doubted myself, as anyone would. But now I see those doubts as opportunities to lean into what makes my work unique. So if you're a Christian creative, don't shy away from showing your faith. Your work doesn't always have to resonate with everyone, but the people it's meant to reach will find it. And that's more than valuable than chasing trends. One of the most surprising moments about my business was when a client reached out to me to custom embroider a sweater. As we chatted about the project, they noticed the way I spoke and casually asked if I was Christian. When I said yes, their eyes lit up and shared that they were actually planning a bucks party for a close friend who was also a strong believer. And all of a sudden, they want the sweaters for the entire group. So what started out as a single design on a single sweater turned out to become one of my biggest orders ever. It reminded me about how staying true to my faith can create meaningful connections, even in unexpected situations. Over the years, I've learned a few lessons about being a Christian in the creative world, and I want to share them with all of you. Lesson number 1. Your faith is your foundation. Whether it's a business decision, a creative project, or a piece of content, let your faith guide you. When you are rooted in your values, it's easier to make decisions that feel more authentic. For me, faith isn't separated from my business. It's the foundation that shapes everything that I do. It gives me clarity and purpose, especially in tough situations like which projects to take on or how I respond to challenges. Because remember this, not every opportunity is a God-given opportunity. So staying rooted in God's word has helped me navigate uncertainty and approach my work with integrity. When your faith is your foundation, every decision and interaction reflects what you stand for, making your work not just authentic but also meaningful. meaningful. Lesson number 2. You don't have to please everyone. As mentioned before, not everyone's going to connect with your faith-based work. Just carry the same amount of grace and love towards every client that you meet. They're going to see it. One of the greatest lessons I've learned is that my work is not for everyone, and that's perfectly okay. Some clients may connect deeply with my Christian designs, whilst others may be drawn to my neutral pieces. My goal isn't to force my beliefs onto anyone, it's to treat every client with kindness and genuine care. By focusing on serving my clients well, I create a positive experience for everyone. And sometimes that's the most meaningful testimony of them all. Lesson 3. Balance is about priorities. There will always be more work to do, but don't let that take away from what's the most important: your relationship with God, your loved ones, and your well-being. In the creative world, it's easy to let work take over, but I've learned that true balance comes from setting priorities early on. For me, that means putting God first, followed by my relationships and my health, and then my work. When I honor those priorities, I'm more focused, productive, and at peace. Practically, this means taking time to rest, saying no to projects that will stretch me out too thin, and making space for what truly matters. It's not always easy, but it's worth it to maintain a sense of balance and joy in my life. Lesson number 4. Your creativity is a gift. Use it to inspire, uplift, and share the love of God, whether directly or indirectly. Your work has meaning, even if you don't see the impact. My creativity is a work from God, and I try to honor that by approaching every project that I work on with care and intention. I trust that God uses my creativity to impact lives in a way that I may never know. In conclusion, being a Christian in the creative world isn't always easy, but it's one of the most fulfilling things that I've ever done. My faith gives my work purpose, and my work allows me to share my faith with others in ways that I never thought possible. If this video encouraged you or gave you insight into my journey, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts, whether you're a Christian creative, a small business owner, or someone just trying to balance faith and passion. I've linked the video here describing why custom machine embroidery is the perfect side hustle. For me anyways. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.